The second gen with the...
I'm gonna pull the fifth gen over. I'm not even gonna finish it.
You gonna have enough time.
I'm gonna finish it.
But... well, it's about time. We about to get this done or what? It's time. All right, y'all. Welcome back to the channel. We've been out here in the trenches working, y'all. So today is the day we're finally going to be taking the dually bed off, the dually axles off, and we're converting it to a single rear wheel. All right. So you guys didn't miss out on a whole lot. Honestly, we just did a lot of prep work and busy work. But long story short, you guys, this is not a hard process at all. If you can find a bed. If you can find a bed and if you can find an axle, you can do this easily for like, what'd you say, like under like 2 G's?
Yeah, I was gonna say 1,500, 2,000.
Yeah, like 1,500, 2,000 bucks. You can definitely do this swap to where you're not selling the truck, buying a new truck, etc., right? So we're gonna show y'all really what we got going on. So we went ahead and we took the cab mount or the bed mount bolts out. Is it 2 in the front or 4? And how many?
It's 2 in the front.
And then 2 in the...
Sorry. So on each side you have 1, and then you have 1 here, 1 here. So total 6 bolts.
Oh shit! So there's two back here. Oh, I only took 1 out.
Yeah, I took the other one.
Did you really? Yeah. Oh, okay. So this is my first time doing this, so we're gonna be getting this off, y'all. But we got the mount bolts out, and then for the bumper, I took the bumper off earlier. It's only these 2 bolts right here. If you're looking down here, there's 2 bolts here. And they just come out, super simple. Bumper came off, unplugged whatever harnesses are connected. And then in this case for a dually, the only harnesses that are connected to the bed are the bed lights, which you just go in there, pop the clips out, disconnect them. So right now they're all dangling. You see them down there. But now what we're about to do, Frankie, his pops got the excavator or the forklift, the big ass forklift coming over. They're gonna pull it up. We're gonna get the strap set up. I'm gonna have you guys on the camera and you guys are gonna see it. I'm gonna time lapse it, but we're gonna get this out. I gotta finish getting the stuff out the bed just to make sure it's safe and whatnot, but that's where we at, y'all. This bed swap is going down. I got stock tires here that my boy Frankie, his dad, Jose, picked up for me. 600 bucks for the rims. And then I bought these tires, these 37-inch Toyos off of Marketplace for 120 bucks. So we got those there, mounted, balanced. I don't know if the tire pressure sensors work, but I don't know, we'll figure it out. But I cleaned them up, got the tail lights out. Everything's just chilling, hanging. Make sure you disconnect your fuel cap. These 3 Torx bits, you just undo them, and then this whole setup goes down. We're gonna let that chill. I'm also happy about this because I gotta fix the tank up top. I'll show you guys later. But this bed is ready to come up. I lifted it up, it's free. So we're gonna bring her up slowly and just watch what happens. All right, y'all, so you guys saw the fucking bed got off right now. I went ahead, I'm gonna show y'all something real quick, man. So ever since I installed my air dog, I dropped the tank to put the air dog in. My dumb ass forgot to connect this hose right here. So when I installed the tank, this hose was never connected. That hose runs to the whatchamacallit, to refuel it. My dumb ass never connected it again. So anytime I would get gas for the last 3-some years, 3.5, almost 4 years, the tank, when it got full, it would just overfill from here. And I finally got the hose back on and a clamp on it after all these years. So I thought that was pretty cool. So now, me and Frank talked about it. We're gonna take the drive shaft off, or at least disconnect it, let it sit down. But we're gonna disconnect drive shaft, let that sit. And then from here, the axle is being held by the leaf packs and stuff. So we just gonna start taking stuff apart to get the axle off and out of the way. We got the new axle over here. This is a single wheel one. It also got re-geared to 410 gears. I gotta add oil in it. And I think I got to replace one of the speed sensor harnesses because I think it got cut or ripped. But we're gonna replace that. But this is a 1-for-1, fit in, boom, 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 make it. Once the axle's in, we can put the tires on it, or we'll probably leave the tires off until we get the new bed on. I guess I never showed you guys the new bed, but this is the bed we got from the junkyard or from a salvage yard. This is the bed that's gonna be going on the truck. This is a single cab. It's from 2019, but we chat GPT did, we did everything. This bed will work. The bed was fine except this one spot here, but Frank's dad, he went ahead and hooked it up and already started prepping it, and we will be painting this bed at some point. But yeah, this is it though. So we're gonna go ahead and get to work now. I'll get back with y'all once we get this goddamn axle out the way. What you think? Well, you're good at this because this is like your 4th one.
Hey, it's not that big a deal, man, when you got the right tools.
Yeah. That damn forklift, excavator, fucking John Deere thing, man, that shit came clutch. Hell yeah. Well, all right then, y'all, we're gonna get to it. All right, y'all, it's the next day. It rained a lot last night, but that didn't stop us from doing what we do. Now I'm gonna show y'all what we got done, all right? So as you can see, that is a stock wheel, or no more dually wheel. It's just a regular old 18-inch wheel on some 37s, and it looks really good. Oh yeah, no spacers on the front. And then as you can see here, the bed's already off. You guys saw that last night, but guess what? We also have the single axle installed. We worked through not midnight, but we actually got it done pretty fast, but we worked through the night. It got dark probably about 5:30. Worked through the night. Got this single axle installed. Everything went good with the single axle setup. Took it on a test drive, drove it to do an initial break-in on the gears, or start the initial break-in on the gears. I still got to do one more trip and then shut it down and stuff, but it's in. This axle has to be from a 2014, or it has to be from like an earlier 4th gen. Everything connected perfectly, man. No issues whatsoever. It was phenomenal. So the axle, we used Frankie's dad's giant excavator forklift. We just set the axle on there. He fucking walked it in with the forklift, walked it in. Me and Frankie was over here. We got it up in position enough to where we can get the U-bolts there, get them started. And then from there, the U-bolts just shifted. Once you start tightening them, it shifted the axle into the spot on the leaf perch. Got it in there, perfect. Got everything in, drive shaft in, torqued everything to spec. That way we don't have any issues. Got the shocks back in. Everything just went like very seamless, like flawless, man. I was super happy about that. And then also what else we do? Just to make it road legal, zip tied tail lights, license plate to the back. Tail lights work, license plate there. We got the diff. I swapped over the Banks diff cover, so you guys can see. Added some oil. So for my initial break-in oil, I did. The guy recommended to put 80-90 gear oil in it, so I put 80-90 weight in there for the initial break-in. That's going to be in there for the first 400 miles, and then after that, I'll drain it. Put the regular 75-90 weight synthetic in there. This is just regular conventional 80-90 weight gear oil for breaking it in. A couple small things I want to do while the bed's off. I'm going to take this off. This is the shield for the spare tire, but I'm not running one no more. And then probably going to take off this fuel filter housing because I don't use it no more. So I'm going to just unplug it, unclip it from here, and then unbolt it. I think Frankie's dad wants to use it for the tractor or something, so I'm gonna let him have that. But yeah, this is it, man. And then let me see, I got the exhaust pipe off right now, the elbow, which I don't think it needs to be on. I'm not gonna put it on till the bed's probably back on, because in order to get to the mount bolt, I think it was right here, yeah. In order to get to mount bolt here, I had to take the pipe off, so I'm gonna leave that off until we put the bed back on. And then for the bed, so what's gonna happen is the bed won't get done because of the weather, man. The weather this whole weekend, Southern Cal, man, it's just been raining, dude, non-stop, which is like not normal at all. So what we're gonna do is Frankie's dad can hook it up with the paint. We're gonna help, or if he needs help, start prepping it today, sanding it and stuff if needed. And then I'll come back to put the bed on later. The bed's upside down right now too, if anybody didn't notice. But come back once the bed's painted. I have new fender flares for the rear. Actually, it's all four, but I have new fender flares in here for the bed. Not that pressing. So essentially, I'm gonna have probably for like a week, maybe a week and a half-ish, gonna have no bed on the truck. Safe to drive. I done drove it last night. It actually drove really good. The gears are smooth, no grinding, no craziness. These tires, they do the job. Road smooth, man. Here's the old axle, perfectly fine, and then the old bed is right there. Those are already allocated. They're gone. They got a home they're going to, and Frankie's gonna be getting the old dually wheels. So he has a second gen dually flatbed that he's gonna be putting these on. It's the same lug pattern, same hub size, all that stuff. So he's gonna put these on his second gen. His second gen is actually in the shop right now, getting whatchamacallit done, the transmission. Frankie, show us the 5th gen, bro.
Oh yeah, so
I've been meaning to get it. No, not this one. That one. Yours.
Shoot, my bad.
That's gonna be a separate one.
Oh, okay.
We're gonna start that. So we got a project over here, bro. Frankie's going to town, man.
Yeah, so we got a 5th gen. It's a mega cab, but me and my dad split the frame around right here. All the frames are modular, so you just cut the welds and you can break them apart. So from here forward, it's the mega cab frame. From here back, it's a long bed, and then we had to add 2 mounts for the mega cab, but we got a long bed on it now. So we got a mega cab and a long bed.
It's a boat.
I think it added like 11 inches to the frame, to the length of it. But yeah, we're putting it all back together now.
So was it originally a dually, right?
Yeah, it was originally a dually. It was just like your truck, but just a 5th gen.
Hell yeah.
And then decided to roll it. And then that's when the whole project started.
Got an axle dump. Bank stiff cover.
Yeah, it's got the whole Carly 3.5 system on it. So it's got the King reservoir shocks, all that stuff.
It's beefy, boy. Good look at that. Massive. So you're basically at the point where you just need to continue to put the fenders on, and then the inside swapping.
Yeah, finish this.
Swapping the harnesses.
The interior, all that. Yeah, little things like the heater hoses I need to finish hooking up. Battery. I think once I put the batteries on, I might be able to get it started. The dash will look like a Christmas tree, but
it's gonna, it'll fire up,
yeah,
though.
I think so.
And you already got some aftermarket stuff on here. I see you got the Banks Cold Air. That's the D&J valve cover, right?
Yep. And then
you got the Banks horn over there. This thing's gonna be so sick when it's done.
Mishimoto right up front.
Oh yeah, that thing's big. God dang. Mishimoto intercooler.
Went ahead and paint matched the mirrors. You can't really tell, but
cause it's in the whatchamacallit. Oh yeah, you can tell. It's smooth. Oh yeah, that's sharp. That's sharp. But yeah, bro, Frankie be out here working on projects, man. Be getting stuff done, dude. We're about to mess with his old man's truck now. But we're gonna wrap this video up, you guys. So this will be part 1. This will be part 1 for the bed conversion swap. Part 2 is gonna be putting the bed on, painted, hopefully within the next week or so. And then after that, it should be a wrap. and we'll take it from there. So thanks for joining, y'all. Make sure you drop a like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Until next time, you guys take care, be safe, peace out, and I will see you guys soon.